No, don't leave. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Miranda, and today we're heading down to Naples. We're gonna hit the Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary. In there, we're gonna look for the lettuce lake. There is supposed to be the ghost orchid in bloom right now, so I'm hoping to find that. And then I believe there's a tower that we kind of look over the little sanctuary area. So those are kind of my key points. And then there's a bunch. It's part of the Great Birding Trail of Florida, so there's gonna be some birds there and typical Florida animals, alligators, turtles. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully find that ghost orchid. It's in bloom right now, so fingers crossed, but let's dive on in. Alright guys, we made it to the Corkscrew Sanctuary. When you first walk in, it's admission of $14. It's pretty steep. Once you pay that, you come onto a boardwalk. It's a 2.5-mile boardwalk hike through there's like 3 different areas. It's a pine flatwood, a marsh, and I don't remember the other one off the top of my head. And so initially there's like a butterfly garden, and then you go into this like huge admissions building. They have a store in there and a bunch of other things. And then you go through the double doors and it leads you out into the So the first thing I noticed is it's pretty quiet here, and then you can hear the songs of the birds chirping in the background. There's a lawnmower going on, but there are houses out here. But the sanctuary is, I think it's at 13,000 acres. They acquired it early 1900s. In the 1930s, they were actually going to try to chop all the land out in here for lumber, and the sanctuary, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's right here. They stopped the lumberjacks from chopping down the wood once, and then in the 1950s they went and tried to do it again. They stopped it again. Okay, here's a cool fact. So all the dead trees we see, they are indeed hit with lightning and killed, which I thought, but I was 100% sure on. And then on top of which, birds use it to sit on, nest on, things like that. So it's very important for the sanctuary to have them. And it's just kind of cool because that's what I assumed would happen. So in the price of the $14, you can actually join in on the guided tour. There's also binoculars you can rent and tour guides that you can buy. The binoculars are $3, the guide's like $4. There's so many different things you can go through and buy or rent or do in there. And then they have like little snacks. I didn't see any water, but you can get like pop. Look at that beautiful green color. I'm just gonna back up for a second because I want to get a picture of it. I didn't see water. I saw like Coke and root beer, but I saw like different sandwiches you can get and things like that. I really wouldn't suggest getting root beer or Coca-Cola, especially it's a hot, muggy day. It's just overcast, kind of gross out. But they have the shop up, and then there's a theater that you can watch before you go and walk. It goes over the history and stuff like that. But that's all included as you walk in and included in the price, which is pretty nice considering it's $14. Did you guys see the bird? I was trying to get a video of the the mangoes, and next thing I know, there's a bird just getting ready to fly up. That was not expected. And now I can't see it because it's settled into whatever these are. I think I can hear a hog. I don't know if my camera caught that. It sounds like a hog almost. I don't know if my microphone's gonna be able to catch that. It'd be interesting to see. So as we were walking through, you can see it change from the pine flatwoods to the bald cypress forest pretty quickly, and it's because of the wetlands. So just like at Black Island, there's a shortcut. If you don't have the time to do the whole 2.5 mile walk, I think it cuts it in half or even less than half. And then as we follow this trail, it's actually going to connect back up. You don't miss too much. I mean, you're going to miss a good chunk of the trail, but it's not, I don't know how to say it, but it's not crazy short. Like, it still comes and connects to some of the more important areas. So if you're on a short time, which if I was coming here and spending $14, I would want to do the whole trail. There's little spots you can sit and observe out on and just relax and take a break if need be. There's also a nice boardwalk, so if you have to take a stroller or you have a wheelchair, it's easily accessible. You can just kind of stroll on through. I know some of the places we've gone to don't have boardwalks, and it's more natural and it's harder to travel on it. I couldn't think of the word. So that is another route. But if you're, in my opinion, if you're gonna spend $14, I would try to do the whole thing, because that's a lot of money. You know, right now I'm thinking of all the things I can spend $14 on, and it's a lot of things. But we're just gonna keep going through. I mean, we're at the tipping point. We just started, really. Guys, we found the ghost orchard. I mean, we cheated a little bit. There's a spot where there's a plaque shown here, and it tells you where to look, and then there's a set of binoculars right there. It's like scoped in to, it's like a telescope. It's not binoculars, it's a telescope. Zoomed into it, and then I zoomed into the spot on my camera, and now you guys get to see. I mean, it's not the best picture. I'll throw another non-blurry picture here, and but it's actually very rare, and it's actually really sought out, and it's an endangered species. It's found in Cuba, Florida, and there's another spot, I don't remember, but I found it's like wet marsh area, so it's mainly Florida and Cuba it's found. But we found it. Yes, there's one down. I still want to know what's making that sound, but let's see what else we can find. There's two of them. No, don't leave. Guys, I cannot believe, I can't believe what just happened. So I was walking along, I was on a pavilion a little bit earlier, and I bumped into a lady, and we were talking, and she said that there was a baby otter that was seen there, like a week or so ago, and she was just seeing if it was still there. And then, as I continue walking, we talk about the ghost orchid, and she calls me over, and I just hear splashes in the water, and then I look over, I have to look at the recordings back, but I see two otters jump through, and then she said there was a total of 4. If I got footage of that, guys, yes. The otters, they're not going to invade us. They're not going to run from us, and they're not going to hide from us. Oh, it was like a thrill. She got some cool pictures, but unfortunately we're kind of like rushing through, and I wasn't at a good angle to record them, and I didn't want to take from her taking a picture because she's got a rig and a half, like she's got a giant tripod, and it's like a lens, and it's meant to be out here taking pictures, so I didn't want to ruin it for her. So we got a little flash of a video, but alright, let's keep going on. By the way, this tree is like over 500 years old. It's huge. It's insane. Check mark number 2. We made it to the observation area. Sorry if you got a little seasick or a little dizzy. So yeah, as you can see, kind of overlooks the area. We got the marsh down below. So the hog sound and stuff, those are actually frogs. Hold on, my camera before it falls over. Those are actually frogs, and they said, I ran into some people that have been walking around, and they said it's actually really hard to spot the frogs. But if you find like a puddle full of like white bubbles and stuff like that, they're probably over there. Pretty high up too. So I was curious if there was going to be frog or hogs, because I could hear them in the pine flatwoods, but it's actually coming from the marshes. You can hear them. I'm going to see if I can enhance the sound later. And then we were just chit-chatting, and they were telling me about these other areas. There's like a whole old railroad. Hold on. Old railroad down the street from here, and down in Immokalee, Naples area. So probably check that out. And then they were telling me about this awesome place in Lehigh. That's just awesome to walk. And I was telling them, you know, I like to do this, and my goal is to kind of hit all of Florida at some point, or as much as I can, because I do plan on moving out of Florida at some point. And then obviously the adventures will continue from there. But I mean, the goal is to knock out as much Southwest Florida as I can. And I definitely want to go to St. Augustine. I don't know if there's probably trails there, obviously, but I just want to go for all the historic sites and stuff. And we'll just keep going get as much done as possible, and then wherever I decide to move to, we'll start back up there and keep going, and so on and so forth. But so far, this is like the most sun I've been in, because it's just been in the canopies of the bald-cypress forest, and a lot of those trees are like 500 feet tall. And me It's really quiet, really peaceful. I kind of enjoy the peace of it, and kind of feels like we're not in Florida anymore because of how it is. It's different than just the pine trees we've been walking through, which is really nice for a change of scenery. So we're gonna get off this area. Ooh. We're gonna get off this area. We're gonna head into the rest of the trail. See what we have going on. Also, speaking of which, I am trying to figure out how to start a blog for this. So it'll be double the content. It'll be whatever the video has, and then I'll go through, I'll take some pictures. I've been taking pictures all day today, either on my camera, which is the Ghost Orchid. I am so excited for that. That's probably one of my favorite parts of today, besides the otters, which I still have to see if I got the video of it. I just want to let the lady get the picture. Like, they have, like I said, they have giant rigs. Like, I don't want to dive in front of her and take the spotlight. We'll find otters again. They come in all the time. So, I wanted to make sure that she can get it. She spotted them. She brought me over. I didn't want to take her spotlight from her. But anyways, I've been taking pictures. I'm going to work on getting a blog spot and upload some pictures, talk about the trip, maybe talk about some more history of it, because there's so much. Like, I want to find a spot and sit down and talk that's not directly in the sun, maybe, or maybe we'll do it back when I get in my car. It depends on the area we get to next. But I mean, they're talking about the plumes. I think it's when they had the birds on their hats and stuff like that in the 1800s. They talked about all the indigenous species for that, and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna keep finding what I can find about that type of history. I know I got some pictures to go over, but I am working on getting a blog spot together. So hopefully by the time this goes live, I'll be getting ready to go to Miami. I'm so excited for Miami. So when Miami comes, it's gonna be a different type of vlog for you guys. Nothing nature related. It's gonna be my other passion of video games, but I hope you guys all enjoy that. And then I should also have the blog live. So I'm going to be working on it starting from this trip onward, taking pictures as much as possible, and going from there. So that way you guys get additional content too. So you can watch the video, you can kind of see some pictures and enjoy it whenever you feel like, however you feel like it. So let's keep diving in. Oh, it's okay, little rookies. I wasn't expecting to see that. Oh my goodness. What a pleasant surprise. I never stay on the boardwalk. They're just running across down it. That's funny. Guys.
So perhaps it's Mom that's roaring.
Possibly. Get away from my babies. You guys always ask for gators. Well, there's a baby gator. There's a big one. You can hear it bellowing, but I couldn't see it. But I saw the little one on the lettuce lake, and then there was like 4 more up on the tree bark a little bit further back, which was pretty awesome. I mean, what a walk today. I think I got my money's worth. How about you guys? I think today has been the day that we've had the most animals. I mean, we saw the cardinal when we walked in. We saw some lizards. We always see lizards. We saw little Ricky's raccoons. We saw the alligator, the baby alligators. We saw the Inhinga. We saw owls, 2 different types of, I think they were barn owls or brown owls. Not quite sure. We saw ibis, great white herrings. I saw a gar. It's been a busy day. We saw a lot today. Otters, can't forget. We saw otters twice. Oh. It's like close to 10 animals we found. I'm not counting the lizards because we don't count them because we see them all the time. We saw that little baby lizard. That was cool. I thought there was food on there, and if it would have, that would have been so cool if it would have tried to eat the piece of dead leaf on there. So I think that's gonna conclude this tour. So another trail done, another trail come, another trail gone. Let me know what your favorite part of today was. I think my part, even though I've been trying to get otters on video, I think my favorite part was little Ricky's. I was trying to get a picture of them, so I'll have to clip it from here. But they just kept looking back, watching me, make sure I was going to hurt them or chase after them, and they dipped out. But I think that definitely was my favorite part. I mean, the alligators were cool. Just thinking about the big alligator bellowing like it was, I was telling my mom about it, and it gave me chills down my back. So yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite part was. Mine was, of course, little Ricky's. Make sure if you're not subscribed, you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. It'll let you know every time I go live. Once a week. I'm aiming for every Wednesday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that'll conclude today. So I really hope you guys had a blast. I had so much fun. It was more of a quieter walk. A little scat on the ground. More of a quieter walk for myself and of walking through there. It was just so peaceful and serene, and I don't even know the word, but it was great. So I think I have a cool idea planned for the next one. I want to try to hit a show while I'm in Miami, but I don't think that's the case. The event's all day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But long-winded outro. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me on this hike, and I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, guys, I'll see you next one. Bye.